Hi everyone, welcome back to the Wisdom of Everything channel. In the previous episode, you learned about the wealthy habits. Habits that improve your overall wealth and prosperity. They included habits related to financial management, saving, rational consumption, and investing. In this video, you will learn more about the third category and letter of the word Swaropsi, namely the emotional habits.
Woohoo!
The third letter of the word Swaropsi stands for emotional, and thus form the emotional goals, habits, and skills. Or in other words, your emotional intelligence. Our emotions have a strong impact on our lives, and either they help us on our way to success, or they block us. Therefore, having the ability to process, control and manage your emotions properly, is a crucial skill to possess. Besides that, it also improves your relationship skills as you will be able to understand, empathize and anticipate their emotions. So, what habits can you work on that will improve your emotional intelligence? Well, first of all, the first step to change is said to be awareness. And therefore we should look at what habits strengthen our emotional awareness. One amazing habit that is gaining attention in the world, due to its proven extraordinary effects when done correctly, is meditation. It is a practice where an individual uses a technique such as mindfulness to focus the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity, to train its attention and awareness, and as a result, achieve a mental clear and an emotionally calm and stable state. So, in other words, by learning how to meditate and doing this activity regularly, you will be able to strengthen your emotional awareness and also elevate your emotional state, which is very useful. A lot of practitioners notice it when dark emotions are getting the upper hand. And when their brain is warning them for it, they learn to respond by shifting their focus on something else, such as their breathing, to calm their mind and regain balance. So, basically, it kinda works in a preventative way, helping you to avoid getting in a situation where your reptile brain is activated and responds in primitive, irrational ways, which often makes things worse. Another great mindfulness-alike habit to elevate your emotions and decrease stress is through consciously appreciating everything around you and expressing feelings of gratitude. Besides the many other interesting mini-games or techniques described in the book, Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, the one to activate your appreciation powers is called the Rampage of Appreciation. And I really challenge you to play it habitually. So how to play this little simple game? Well, just take a deep breath in and out to start, and then let your senses work for you. Start, for example, by looking around you and really observe what you see. Look more closely, go in the details, and start to genuinely appreciate the beauty of what you see. Become curious. And soon questions will pop up like, how is it created? What beautiful functionality and purpose does it have? How would it taste? And not only let your eyes do the work. Appreciate all the information your senses are providing you with. Smell the fresh or unfresh air. Taste what you are tasting, but be careful and don't trust everything. Listen to the birds or cars that are passing by. And really try to appreciate everything. Then express your gratitude. Say to yourself, I am grateful for being here. I am so grateful for living in this house and everything I have. I am so grateful for being surrounded by these people. Just being grateful for everything that comes to your mind and senses. I know, it sounds like a hippie trip with lots of weed and other herbal shizzle. But the truth is, you don't need those external stimulants. Just your brain, some imagination, and the right mindset. Finally, to process your emotions, it is helpful to have a hobby that enables you to express your negative emotions such as anger, hate, and frustration in a safe way. Don't let these emotions ruin your relationships and ambitions. Instead, find ways to express them such as an artist and sportsman. Activities such as writing, singing, dancing, drawing, or sports are all useful. Especially when you consciously activate your negative emotions and let them go while performing the activity. Like singing the song, Let It Go, out loud with your eyes closed, while consciously thinking about the negative emotions and visualizing them really going and fading away. So, to wrap up, in this episode you learned about the emotional category of the word Swaropsi, which relates to your emotional intelligence and what habits and activities contribute to that. So, if it is your goal to improve your emotional intelligence, or in other words, your ability to process, manage and control your emotions and feelings, then you've learned that meditation and mindfulness will improve your emotional awareness, that appreciation and gratitude are great attitudes to elevate your emotions, and finally, that it is wise to have hobbies such as art and sports, where you can safely process your negative emotions. So, what habits will you work on that will positively impact your emotional life? Let me and the community know by commenting below. In the next episode, you will learn about the fourth letter in category of the Swaropsi framework, namely the relationship or social habits. Just hit the subscribe button to be updated so you don't miss any video. Thank you for watching. And remember, enjoy your day, get wiser, and help us spread the words of wisdom by liking, sharing, and subscribing.